Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the DCU and Supergirl. We got some major breaking news that we need to break down. Plus also tonight is the big night. There is the CinemaCon panel for the DCU and for Warner Brothers. So we're going to be hopefully getting a new Superman trailer there tonight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's main topic. So if you go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. So as I said, tonight is the big night, CinemaCon is happening. We're going to get the Warner Brothers panel. Hopefully we're going to be getting some new content, some new announcements in regards to the DCU. So I'm going to be staying up tonight because it is going to be very late here in the UK, but we're going to be posting some videos based on what is announced, so you can expect multiple videos later tonight. Thought we would get this out first earlier in the day before we get to all of that. So hopefully there is a Superman trailer. We'll be doing a trailer reaction if they do drop a new trailer there, so stay tuned for all of that, guys. So for now, let's go ahead and get into today's main topics. So we got two main topics to talk about today, before maybe at the end discussing a little bit about what we could be seeing tonight, and that is to do with one major announcement which we'll get to. But first things first, I wanted to cover the new photo that has been released of Millie Alcock on the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow set. So James Gunn posted a photo that you can see on the screen right here of Millie Alcock with the caption, "Today we celebrate Supergirl and all her various incarnations. Can't wait for you to see the latest version portrayed by Millie Alcock in June 2026. So in the photo you can see Millie Alcock. She's in the trailer that she presumably stays in whilst on set in London, and she is reading Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and it's like the whole graphic novel version of the comic book. So that is the comic they're obviously adapting. I think it's a nice touch. It was Supergirl's anniversary yesterday, so that's why James released this, and that's why they are celebrating Supergirl and obviously all her various incarnations. Shout out to all the past Supergirls, whether in comic book form or on TV or film, because they're all great, and it's a character that I've loved for many years, and I can't wait to see what Millie Alcock is doing with her version of Supergirl. So I just wanted to include that at the start of the video before we get into our main topic. So please let me know down in the comments below, are you excited to see Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and do you think we're going to get any insights into what's going on with that film later tonight at CinemaCon? So let's move on to our next topic. This is to do with an Entertainment Weekly article that kind of broke the internet over the last 24 hours or so. Not sure if it's specifically just from Entertainment Weekly, but the title of the article is Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner will return in HBO's Lanterns. So that is huge news, because we know Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are going to be major characters in that. We've already seen a first look. Those two are the main characters who are going to be leading the Lantern show. And it was presumed for a while, or at least I presumed, that Nathan Fillion would probably be showing up as Guy Gardner. However, there were a bunch of comments recently from some of the people behind Lanterns saying that it's going to be quite separate. It's not really going to be a bigger part of the DCU, like it's not going to have such a big impact. So with that in mind, people were kind of skeptical. Is Lanterns even linked to the DCU? Like, what is going on there? Well, it turns out it is, because we've got this announcement. So let's break down what Entertainment Weekly had to say about all this, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on everything to do with Lanterns and this big announcement. So when James Gunn, who co-heads DC Studios with Peter Safran, initially teased HBO's Lanterns, he mentioned a few other Lanterns will be peppered in there alongside Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart and Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. We now know at least one of them. After debuting in this summer's Superman, which is in theaters July 11th, Nathan Fillion will return as Guy Gardner, one of the Green Lanterns, in the upcoming True Detective style series, a source tells Entertainment Weekly. So there you have it, that is the confirmation there. It's coming from EW sources, which is very reliable normally. So John and Hal will likely have strong opinions about this new addition. Fillion previously teased his performance of Guy in Superman, telling TV Guide in an interview, "He's a jerk." What's important to know is you don't have to be good to be a Green Lantern, you just have to be fearless. So Guy Gardner is fearless, and he is not very good. He's not nice, which is very freeing as an actor, because you just think to yourself, what is the most selfish, self-serving thing I can do in this moment? And that's the answer. And he also went on to say, I think if he has a superpower, it might be his overconfidence in that he thinks he could take on Superman, but he can't. So he will be first appearing in Superman, and then he's going to be joining Lanterns, which obviously we don't know how big of a role he's going to have, but you can presume it's probably more than a cameo. It's probably going to be like a small role in the show, because Lanterns is not just about one lantern or two lanterns, it's about a bunch of lanterns, because Lanterns and Green Lanterns as a whole, like, they're a huge organization of space cops basically, and they just so happen to have Green Lantern rings that give them special powers, and they are chosen for being fearless and for many other reasons. But as Nathan Fillion says, he's a very different type of Green Lantern, and it's going to be interesting to see him alongside the kind of hardened Green Lanterns that you're going to be seeing in Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Very kind of military-like. Obviously Hal Jordan is a test pilot, John Stewart a military man, and Guy Gardner the exact opposite. So the big news, apart from him being in the show, is the fact that this pretty much confirms, yes, it is a big part of the DCU. Yes, there will be consequences. Yes, maybe the showrunners and the writers haven't thought, okay, let's think, how can we exactly match this up to what James is doing? They might be doing their own thing, but then James is going to look at it and be like, okay, we're going to link in Lanterns to this space set project, and then we'll bring back Guy Gardner at one point, or we'll bring back Hal Jordan in a DCU film. So it's all going to be linked up. So that confirmation, hearing that it's actually going to be in the DCU because you got that crossover with Guy Gardner, is actually very exciting, because I'm so excited for the show. Like, I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, so hearing this, I'm like, okay, now watching Superman and watching Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, I'm going to be like looking at his character and thinking about how he's going to fit in to this show. And also, there might be some teasers for Lanterns, because you might get a glimpse of these characters. You might get a few teasers here and there in Superman and in the various projects that come before Lanterns. We know that Lanterns is supposed to come out sometime in 2026. Obviously, they've been filming for a while now. That's when we got that official photo of Aaron Pierre's John Stewart and Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about all this? Are you excited? Lanterns is officially in the DCU, even though they never said anything about them not being in the DCU exactly, but just basically hinting that it's not going to be like super linked up. Well, it turns out it is going to be linked up, because Nathan Fillion is going to be in Lanterns, and that is huge news. So before we end this video, let's chat a little bit about what we are expecting tonight at CinemaCon. So the CinemaCon panel that Warner Brothers is doing is going to be taking place from about 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that's Eastern Standard Time, East Coast in America. You guys can translate that to wherever you are. So as I said, I'm going to be staying up for it, hopefully making a couple videos and maybe even a trailer reaction, because Superman is expected to be the main focus. Obviously the film is coming out this summer. Apparently the cast is going to be there, James Gunn's there, they're going to be doing press, answering questions, but also holding a panel, and there's going to be a Superman segment in it, and it's going to be a fairly big part of that CinemaCon panel. But also it's speculated that an official trailer is going to be dropping for Superman that's going to be longer, with different footage than what we've seen already, and there is also going to be plenty of other teasers that are going to be coming out to do with the other shows and the other films. And personally, I'm really hoping for a first look at Supergirl. I would love that. Obviously, we've still got a while off until Supergirl comes out, because yeah, they've nearly finished filming, but it's not coming out until June 2026, so that's something I want to see. Maybe I want to hear more about Lanterns, I want to hear more about those other shows that were recently announced, also potentially an update in regards to like Teen Titans and things like that. So let me know, what do you want to see at the CinemaCon panel, and are you hyped for tonight, and are you going to be staying up? Obviously if you're American, you're probably gonna still be up because it's not that late, but I know I'm going to be waiting around to hear what they have to say. So as I said, lots of videos coming. Don't go anywhere, guys. Subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those videos by clicking the notification bell. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to help this video get out there, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It really does help. But for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.